Did you know that up to 40% of food in the United States is wasted every year? That's about $165 billion worth of food thrown in the trash. Shocking, right? While many of us want to live more sustainably, we often believe that it will cost us more. But here's the twist: people who waste more often end up paying less in the short term, and that's a problem we need to address. In this video, we will explore the hidden costs of convenience, the power of community sharing, and how minimalism can help you save money. You'll discover surprising facts that show how the choices we make impact our wallets and the planet. From upcycling old items to growing your own food, you'll learn practical strategies that not only help you live sustainably but also keep your finances in check. Are you ready to rethink your habits and make a change? Let's dive in. Chapter 1: The hidden cost of cheap convenience. Have you ever wondered why some people can waste so much and still seem to spend less? At first glance, it seems like living sustainably is more expensive, but that's a common misconception. Cheap and convenient things often have hidden costs. They may save you money up front, but they take a toll in the long run. Think about fast fashion, for example. You can buy a $5 shirt, but it'll wear out in just a few washes. This leads to a cycle of constant purchasing. Did you know the average American throws away around 81 pounds of clothing a year? That's a lot of waste. Those seemingly cheap purchases add up fast. And it's not just the financial cost, it's the environmental impact. Fashion production alone accounts for 10% of global carbon emissions. The solution here is simple: buy less, but buy better. Invest in quality items that last longer, even if they cost a bit more up front. You'll find that it saves you money over time, and you'll produce less waste. Single-use plastics are another example. They seem convenient because they're cheap and disposable, but they aren't actually cost-effective. A study found that Americans spend over $200 a year on bottled water. Meanwhile, a reusable water bottle might cost $15 and last for years. You save money, reduce waste, and minimize your environmental footprint. It's a win-win. Small changes in your daily habits can make a huge difference in the long run. Chapter 2: Borrow, Don't Buy, the power of community sharing. We live in a culture that values ownership, but what if you could save money and reduce waste by sharing instead? Community sharing is a powerful tool for sustainable living, and it's catching on more than ever. In fact, there are more than 500 tool libraries around the world, where people can borrow tools instead of buying them. It makes sense, right? Why buy a drill that you'll only use twice a year? Tool sharing is just the beginning. Communities are also setting up clothing swaps, car shares, and even toy libraries. By sharing these items, you cut down on waste, reduce clutter, and save money. In a study by the Rockefeller Foundation, it was found that sharing resources like cars or tools can reduce household costs by $1,000 per year on average. Don't forget digital sharing, either. Platforms like libraries and e-book rentals can save you tons of money. Rather than buying books or media that you'll only use once, why not borrow them from a digital library? The result is fewer wasted resources and more space in your home. You might not own as much, but you gain the freedom from excess, and the financial benefits are immediate. Chapter 3: The Reuse Revolution, How Upcycling Saves You More Than You Think. Instead of throwing things away, why not turn them into something new? Upcycling is becoming a creative and sustainable way to live without wasting resources. And it's not just a trend, upcycling has the power to save you money while making your home more unique. A recent study showed that upcycling projects can reduce waste by 20–50% in households. That's a huge win for both your wallet and the planet. Take furniture, for example. Instead of buying a new coffee table, why not refurbish an old one? People are now turning old doors into headboards, ladders into bookshelves, and pallets into outdoor furniture. You get a one-of-a-kind piece for a fraction of the price of new items. In the process, you save money and prevent more waste from ending up in landfills. Even fashion can benefit from upcycling. Old jeans can become tote bags, or a ripped t-shirt can be turned into cleaning rags. According to the EPA, textiles make up 5% of all landfill waste. But with a little creativity, you can keep your old clothes out of the trash and give them a second life. You might even make a little extra money by selling your creations at local markets or online. Sustainability doesn't have to be expensive or difficult. It's about finding smart, creative solutions to everyday problems. By rethinking how we approach waste, we can save money, reduce clutter, and live more sustainably. The truth is, people who waste less don't pay more, they just think differently about their choices. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe for more insights and tips on sustainable living. Chapter 4, Mastering Minimalism, the surprising savings of owning less. Have you ever noticed how much we buy that we don't actually need? Minimalism is about cutting back on the excess and focusing on what truly matters. It's not just about decluttering your space, it's about decluttering your finances too. The less you own, the less you spend, and that adds up to significant savings. According to a study by Clutter.com, the average American home has over 300,000 items. Think about how much of that stuff just sits there, unused. Minimalists argue that by owning fewer things, you end up saving more. You stop impulse buying and start valuing quality over quantity. And it's true. People who practice minimalism report feeling less stressed and more in control of their spending. A key strategy in minimalism is to think twice before making a purchase. Ask yourself, do I really need this? By pausing before you buy, you avoid filling your life with unnecessary items. For example, instead of buying trendy home decor, why not use what you already have and get creative? Studies show that cutting back on purchases like decor or impulse gadgets can save you $1,200 a year. Minimalism also ties into sustainability. The less you buy, the less you contribute to waste and the demand for new production. And when you do buy, invest in durable, sustainable products that will last for years, not months. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about making intentional choices. You'll find that owning less gives you more freedom, more money, and more time for what really matters. Chapter 5, Time versus Money, Why Sustainable Choices Pay You Back in the Long Run. Many people think sustainable living is more expensive, but that's not always true. In fact, making eco-friendly choices can save you money in the long run. It's about shifting your mindset from short-term savings to long-term benefits. Take energy efficiency, for example. Switching to LED bulbs or energy-efficient appliances might cost more upfront, but they lower your utility bills for years to come. Did you know that switching to LED lights can cut your energy usage by 75%? The average household can save around $225 a year just by upgrading their lighting. The same goes for appliances. Energy Star rated dishwashers, refrigerators, and washing machines use 20–30% less energy, which translates into long-term savings on your electricity and water bills. Food is another area where sustainable choices can pay off. Buying in bulk reduces packaging waste and lowers your cost per item. According to the National Resources Defense Council, 40% of food in the US is wasted. By planning your meals and buying only what you need, you can avoid throwing away food and money. And don't forget to compost. Turning your food scraps into soil not only reduces waste but also helps your garden thrive. Speaking of gardening, growing your own food is a fantastic way to save money and eat healthier. A simple herb garden can save you $150 a year on groceries, and a larger vegetable garden can save even more. The key is to look at sustainability as an investment. You might pay a little more today, but those choices will continue to benefit you in the future. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips on living sustainably and saving money while doing it. Remember, small changes can lead to big savings for you and a healthier planet for everyone.